Well, hi there and good morning. Today I'm going to try and do a bit of a match vlog. Well, my second match in 2 weeks, so that's quite something for me since I don't really match fish, but I see a match with the Wellingborough club on Barnwell and I thought, well, I'd like to give it a go because I know the venue quite well. So anyway, I got to the draw. I've pulled number 7 out of the bag, which is 2 pegs upstream of the mouth of the marina. Reasonably happy with that. It just widens up a little bit. The next peg just a touch narrower. It's not so deep along this bit, but I've caught fish along here before, so I'm reasonably confident we can catch something. Also drew the golden peg. Not quite sure this peg can win the match, but if it did, obviously that's a bonus. That's an extra incentive for me to try a bit harder. Anyway, I don't know how much I'll be able to film today, but I'll capture as much as I can for you. I may not talk too much during the match, but anyway, we'll get out the van in a second. We'll have a look at my peg, have a quick chat about the gear I've set up, which is pretty basic today. I'm not setting up hordes of gear, there's no point. So we'll get out now. I'll look at that in a minute, so catch you in a minute. Okay, today's setup for the match is quite simply, I've set the Cadence CR10 10-foot wand to fish 3/4 of the way across. Got a little cage feeder, 15 grams on a helicopter rig to start, and we'll see how we get on with that. Also set up 2 pole rigs to fish at about 9.5 metres initially. I ain't going out too far because the wind's getting up, showing winds of 40 mile an hour and it's blowing downstream, so it'll make it really difficult to hold the pole and present it, so won't make the day too enjoyable. So we'll start off at reasonable length and see how we get on. Set up 2 rigs on there. One's a 1 gram with the bulk and 2 droppers, and the second one is a 1.5 grams. Both to fish over the same line, and I've got the 1.5 grams set just over depth, so I can sort of hold on to it a bit. It's not flowing too hard, it's only just moving, and the gram I can just run through, just tripping the bottom and see how it goes. So I've got pretty much the same depth most of the way in towards myself, so I can come in shorter if I need to. Water's reasonably coloured, and so yeah, optimistic for a few fish. Anyway, bait's really simple. For me, feeder line, I've got my Evolved Baits F1 and skimmer mix. That's mixed 50-50 with, what have I got? Sweet fish meal gold in there, which is there. Got some chopped worm, got some casters, got some maggot, got some pinky, and I've got some hemp and tears. On the pole I'm going to use a different ground bait. I'm going to use Evolved Baits River and Drain. Again, that's mixed 50-50 with Dynamite Baits Black Roach, and in that I'm just going to have some squats, some pinkies, a little bit of hemp, and we'll start off with maybe 3 or 4 balls on the pole line, and that's the bait. That's roughly the approach. I'm probably going to feed both lines, but start on the feeder. Give it half hour on that so I can catch myself an early skimmer or 2, because they tend to shut up shop by about 10:30, 11 o'clock, so if I can get 1 or 2 early fishing and then scratch around after that, that might be the way forward. I don't know, but anyway, I'll try and get some footage during the match and catch you later, so wish me luck. I've just had 2 small ropes, which I think is a bit better. Can you believe it's a great big rud? Look at that. Getting a bit of a kerfuffle, but a good start. Anyway, that's a very welcome first chuck back on the feeder. I've just managed to break the pole, so I went back on the feeder and got a nice skip. So keep it going. Bloody come off, decent fish as well. Okay, we've come up to 2 hours. It's a bit slow, struggling. As I broke the pole earlier, 5th section on the male joint. I could perhaps fish with it, put a big hole in it. So I went back on the tip and had a big skimmer. Lost another big skimmer. And I spent 20 minutes, half hour on the whip just down the side. I caught a few perch, caught a roach, and a fair few bleak. Just to keep a few fish going in the net, but it's a bit awkward to say the least. The wind's pretty strong now, and I can't actually see a lot of what else is going on around me. Next door I can see he's caught a few fish on the pole. I think he had a bonus perch as well, but beyond that I haven't got a clue what's going on the rest of the stretch. But anyway, we'll keep plugging away on the tip. And I'll drop back on the whip in a bit. Just keep feeding hemp inside, so you never know. I'll catch a few perch later. But anyway, I'll catch you later. Cheers. Could do with a few more of them and quick. Couldn't catch up. The wind's not getting any easier. On 3 hours now. Quite a few fish on the inside, mainly bleak and odd roach on the whip. But again, it's not hardly working. It's not quick enough. Had one more decent skimmer on the tip, so I think I'm probably going to stick it out on the tip now till the end. 2 hours just under left, and I think catching them small fish on the pole and on the whip is never going to win it. So I'm going to stick it on the tip and see if we can get a couple more of these big skimmers. Help the weight along. Right, catch it a bit. Oh, bloody hell! What a decent fish has come off. Can't believe it. 2 decent fish that have dropped off, so probably lost 2.5 pound in 2 fish. Never mind, keep going. Next one's mine. Getting desperate now, catching bleak on the feeder. Fingers crossed we can run on this one. Looks like a decent sized skimmer, just seeing it under the surface. Well, that's it, it's all over. Bit of a struggle really. Didn't quite go to plan, and let's say breaking the pole didn't help, but perhaps didn't hinder me. Maybe I'd have been better on the feeder all day. I don't know, not sure. Anyway, weighed in £6 4 ounces to come absolutely nowhere in my section. Well, I did come about halfway. I don't know what the bottom section's fished like, because it's below the locks and onto the main river. Wait for the board to come up, but I think the section I was in definitely fished the best. The next section down, I think there was only one weight that beat mine, so that weren't so good, but it doesn't surprise me in some ways. But anyway, it is what it is, and it's all over by the shouting. So quite enjoyed myself, apart from the damage to the pole, of course, which was never a good look, is it? But I can repair it, so it's not the end of the world. But there you go. I ended up with the big rud. Then I had 3 big skimmers, but I lost 2 more, which would have given me another couple, 2.5 pound probably. Had a few roach, a couple of dace, a few scratty perch, and lots of bleak down the inside on the whip. Not a lot more could have done with it really, I don't think. Like I say, the only thing that might have been different would have been if I'd have stayed on the feeder. Might have got 1 or 2 more skimmers. I don't know. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, and to be quite honest, if I was in this situation again tomorrow, I'd still probably do the same sort of thing, or start off the same as I did today. But anyway, there you go. So that's my day. It's over, so thanks for watching, and got a match next Saturday. I don't know whether I'll film it or not, we'll see what the weather's like. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers, bye.